Hello, and well, I would say welcome back, but welcome back to Factoria. This is a new series, so I would appreciate people pressing the buttons at the bottom if you want me to get more publicity, because YouTube does that. Anyways, on to what I'm doing. After my last base was abandoned due to it about to be overrun, I've been experimenting and trying some other mods, playing some Oxygen Not Included, because, you know, it's one of those things you do. And I've come back and I've actually written a new mod that is a bunch of patches, but I'll get to that. So this is a new series of trying again to get to space with AngelBob turned on. And let's just go straight into my mod list. So, I'm going to scroll slowly through it. That's quality of life. AI industry is basically part of space exploration, so is that. I've got aircraft turned on because honestly I like them. Alien biomes is space exploration. Bunch of Angels stuff. I left pressure tanks off for some reason. Can't remember why. They've been added in now. So lots of Angels, armoured biters, just because snappers are cute. Basic stuff. I'll run through everything. I'll run through all the mod settings as well if you want to see what I'm doing. Yeah, auto deconstruct is my preference for that. Oh, I forgot I installed that one. Auto research is my preferred research queue. This one just looks really pretty. Like I said, I've been trying some new mods, so here we go. A bunch of Bob's stuff. I'm running with Bob's alternative textures because it gives a more vanilla friendly texture look. I figured I'd give it a go, see what I think. Bob's Wars, Bob's Warfare. I've actually trimmed a lot of this stuff out with my mod because it doesn't play nicely with some of the others. Yeah. Bottleneck, bullet trains, clean concrete I just like. Nighttime control because I've got, I think it's not Afraid of the Dark, it's one of the mods where biters only come at night. I think, is it Afraid of the Dark? I have Afraid of the Dark. Installed, maybe it's not, it doesn't start with an A. Okay, I love the idea of this mod. It, yeah, does what it says it does. I'm using compies as my early game construction bots because honestly, I like them and they're less buggy than nanobots. Deadlock stackers, Deadlock's larger lamps because of the 2x2 lamps, which are beautiful. Stackers, Dectorio. Even though most of it's turned off due to a lack of tiles. That's one of the things I'm really annoyed at, is you have a really hard time running Dectorio and Alien Biomes and Asphalt all on the same game. So Dectorio is turned right down to very few things. I'm mostly actually using it to get the Asphalt onto the Dectorio tab. Along with all other tiles. Disco Science because it's cool. This one is lovely. This one is absolutely lovely. Yeah, you automate trains going down and they're automatic. That's needed for bioluminescence. That one's just fun. Yep, Angel's Petro is messy enough as it is. So yes, I'm using blasting charges. This one is just to make life fun. So yeah, if a pipe gets destroyed, it will burn the whole line down. Yeah, and it really does burn the whole line down if you don't have Roboport coverage. Okay, FNEI is my preference for those. Ghost in Hand is just nice. Ghost Scanner is really nice when you're using LTN, which I am. Grappling gun is part of space exploration. Heat glow, yeah, it makes it nicer. Helicopters, again, they're just nice. Hell mod, because honestly, when you're running AngelBob, it's kind of useful. Train horns. This is my mod. It basically runs through a bunch of stuff in these mods, and ties them together a bit better. It makes shell tanks use bob plates. It does a lot of stuff. Open it up and have a look if you want to see everything it does. It's under MIT license, so if you want to take bits and use them, be my guest. Inlaid lamps, because sometimes you don't want to drive over and destroy your lamps. Island World, I'm debating on whether I use this or not, because it sort of reduces the biters to trivial and means you don't need to build the Great Wall. But on the other hand, it makes biters a lot easier to handle. Yeah, with space exploration it only applies to Norvis, so other planets you still need to build the wall. So I'm probably going to turn this on. Landfill Everything is a blueprint utility mod. It gives you a button that lets you replace all your tiles and everything with landfill. It's just lovely. That one I just like. Light cone, again, I just like the look of it. This one, it should be a vanilla feature. LTN and LTN tracker are, LTN. Merv, I'm curious. In fact, no, I'm absolutely certain that these will follow you around as you travel planet to planet. I'm using these rather than ion cannons because, well, I haven't actually tested, but I didn't expect ion cannons to work nicely. Bunch of Mad Clown, max rate calculator, because, why not? Microwave transmission, this is like induction charging, but seems to actually work. I haven't tested it completely, but if it works, great. If it doesn't work, then, well, whatever. I really like the idea of having something that lets you charge your armor off your base power. So I'm trying this one instead. Modular charge packs are another option that does something similar, and can also go into vehicles. This is my squeak through alternative, which I just prefer. I don't like squeak through, it feels cheaty to me, whereas this doesn't. Yeah, that's personal nonsense. More minimap auto hide, because it's a minimap auto hide, which is lovely. Mushroom cloud, because why would I not? Nightfall, here we are. Here we are. Nightfall, biters come at night. I think it plays nicely with Rampant. I'm sort of assuming it does, and not worrying. Nixie tubes, because, yeah, why would I not want them? That's needed for something. Pavement drive assist is just nice. Power grid comb is nice. Prettier stack doors is a deadlock belt box thing. It's just nice. Progressive running. I found this. I haven't really tested it much, but it looks like a really nice little quality of life thing. That probably should be vanilla. Anyway, rail types. Just a couple of pretty options for rails. You could take off the background and stuff so that when I get to the point of making pretty rails and caring about what my base looks like, then I've got some options. Rampant is rampant. Everything's turned on, but I'll get to that. Rampant arsenal. Again, I've pulled some of the bits of this out if they don't play nicely with some other ones. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Realistic ores, because, yeah, I found this when I was playing with a game without AngelBob and went, that's really cool, so let's keep it. Realistic reactor glow makes nukes blue. Recursive blueprints, just in case I ever get to the point of being able to do that. Repair from inventory, this is just a nice quality of life thing. It automatically uses repair packs on things in your inventory if you have repair packs. I'm actually going to turn that off. I need to remember to turn that off. Research causes evolution. This is the one that's making me believe I will actually get to space. Because there's a lot of research in space, and it means that I'll be at about 50% research, 50% biter evolution by the time I hit space. So I'm hoping that that plus Island World means that I'll actually succeed this time. I'll need to come back and turn that off. Okay, because I'm using Rampant Arsenal's healing turrets, so I'm going to turn that off. Robot attrition is needed for space exploration. This one should be vanilla. I'm sorry, there should be a tech that makes robot batteries bigger, because when robots get faster, they still burn the same amount of energy per travelled distance. So you need robot ports at the same distances, they just move faster. Yeah. Robot replacer, because I'm running with Bob's robots, so yep. Shall alien loot. Now, that alien artifact is the same alien artifact as the ones turned on by Bob's enemies. And yes, I've been watching some Let's Plays where they have lots of stuff turned on. And I went, you know what? This is probably not a bad idea. I also have alien tech turned on, which gives some really nice turrets. Mostly because it also gives better trains and better ammo turrets. So there's Shell turrets. I like the balance of Shell's mods. And Shell's trains are also just nice. Mostly because of these things. Gun pods are beautiful. They're personal laser defences that use ammo, and actually use ammo. So unlike the Rampant bullet defense, which just runs on power, these guys actually use ammunition to fire, and then you have to reload them, which is beautiful. And they're really nicely balanced. Shell inserters, I actually have these just for the combat inserters, because it's the only ones that I could find that I could leave sort of standalone. Everything else is turned off. Pickup towers, because if you're playing with alien loot, you need them. These guys are actually the most blueprint-friendly pickup tower I've found. There's a couple of other options out there. Natural Evolution has one that can't be blueprinted, and there's another one that can, but this one looks prettier, basically. Shell Remains and Pickup is really nice. It means that when you blow up a chest, everything gets dumped on the ground rather than destroyed. Which, given that I'm running some bits of AI and stuff that make everything recyclable, yeah, I'm happy about. Tank Platoon, because it looks fun, basically. Yeah. Shield effects, because it looks nice. Small night vision, because small night vision should be vanilla now. These two are really nice. Smog, this is more noticeable in the evening, in that your pollution makes your base go grey, which is really, really pretty. And then there's the Make It Effect solar panels, which makes solar panels less effective. I have no idea how this will work on, how either of these will work actually in space and on other planets, so we'll find out if I get there. That should be a vanilla thing. Space exploration, lots of space exploration. Stack size combinator. I just find this thing really useful for setting up sort of repeatable blueprints. Swarmageddon. Yep, I'm gonna run Swarmageddon, because why not? Yeah, it works with Bob's and Rampant, and yeah, it better than Swarm, because Swarm basically stopped working. So Swarmageddon is the replacement. Dead Burn, because yeah, okay, I've been watching JD's stream and going, yeah, that looks cool, I'm gonna play that. And then I went, sod it, I'm going to turn on AngelBob and Spatial Exploration because I like them. Okay, thicker power wires. I'm not sure this does much. I haven't really noticed it, but we'll give it a go. Transport group is just nice. Turret shields, yeah, if you're playing with upgraded damage stuff, why not? Uranium Geiger is just more atmosphere. And Vehicle Wagon, because if I'm playing with tanks and trains, I want to be able to stick tanks on trains. Okay, so settings, mod settings, let's go through them. I like the crash sequence, blah blah blah, aircraft realism, so I need runways for my planes, which makes the helicopter very, very powerful, but it's not as good a weapon, and I think it's actually slower, so we'll see how it goes. Alien biomes, because it's needed. Icon scaling on warehouses is just nice. Yeah, this is all sort of standard Angel stuff. Armoured biters. Yep. They'll get modified by Rampant and work nicely. Asphalt's only stacked to 100. I might change that to 1,000 if everything else stacks to 1,000. I can't remember. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Asphalt's going in Dectorio. I've had to turn off the coloured hazard markings because I don't have enough tiles. Oh, actually, while I'm here, remove obsolete tiles. I'm going to try turning that off, actually, because, yeah, that might free up enough tiles to do some more stuff. But might not. I'll leave it. I've got enough tiles. I've got enough to do pretty things. I don't need coloured asphalt and coloured hazard markings. Bioluminescence. Biters glowing in the dark isn't great, but it's something, especially with how much I've got darkness turned down. Glowing plants are just pretty. Bob's enemies is mostly here, so I can turn on artifacts from aliens and do the coloured and small alien artifacts and alien artifact processes. I don't have the super spawner turned on because rampant hives are Bob's logistics. I'm doing the transport belt overhaul. I'm doing the inserter overhaul. But if I remember right, I've disabled the super inserters, so you don't get the all directions. Now, I could be misremembering. It could be I get super inserters. If I do, then I do, and yeah. I don't mind them. I don't know if anyone else minds them. I've tried to turn them off, so if they stay turned off, great, more challenge. If I haven't turned them off, then I'll probably use them. I don't like the colour updates. Deuterium is blue, yes it is. I don't have any of the groundwater boring recipes because I've got blasting caps. Everything else is pretty standard. Yeah, that all goes away because of angels. Clockwork. Yeah, we've got flares and we're running on a 4-time day-night cycle. Belt boxes, loaders, things stacked to 8 because 4 seems small and 8 is a nice number. I've got it set up so that I don't ever pick up a stack in my inventory, so that's nice. Dectorio. I have decoratives and wooden floor and signs and signals and a separate crafting tab, and that's about it. Dectoria waterfill is way too cheap. Dectoria landscaping, I actually prefer not to have. The big ones are walls and gates and painted concrete. Walls and gates, honestly, no. I've got too many already. I've already been removing walls and gates. Painted concrete is the one that I'm annoyed I don't have the space for in the tile set. So, yeah. Helicopters, inlaid lamps, yada yada. Light cone. Yeah, I don't keep the light spot, so I'm going to have darkness problems. My darkness problems are going to be visible to you because, yeah, I've got nighttime turned down to basically black screen. I'll get to that. Then we've got old Mad Clown, Mushroom Cloud. So, yeah, when I drop a nuke, it's going to leave radiation behind. Because, yeah, why shouldn't it? Okay, Rampant. I have everything turned on, basically. I've got all the factions turned on, because why wouldn't I? And I have... Oh, protection is not on this settings. Okay, Rampant Arsenal. I've got it actually turned down quite a bit. So we've got cannon projectiles don't collide, laser projectiles don't collide, shotgun projectiles do. So the only turret I'll need to put in front of my walls is the shotgun turrets, because I think it makes sense for the cannons to be on nice high things that can shoot over the walls. Realistic ores is everything, because yeah. Research cores is evolution. I've got it. I've got it weighted to late at the moment. I might turn that up to even, because with space exploration there's a lot of late techs, which would mean I'd only be at about 20% evolution when I get to space. Yeah, I'm going to turn that up. Alien loot. Yep. All good. Big worms are big biters. Yep. Alien tech. Oh. I'm actually disabling that elsewhere. Okay. Tank Mark 3s, cargo trucks, Mark 3 equipment, particle pods. I'm not doing the satellite series because it messes up the space exploration satellite. And I'm not doing the uranium walls or uranium mining drill because they're covered by other things. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Armored trains. I like the idea of combat trains. Yeah. All the gun pods are enabled. Inserters. I'm just doing armored inserters with a reach of 1. Because that's all I want. Because anything else is going to make things really, really weird. I'm turning off. No, the pickup tower goes up to tier 2 because. Yeah, you don't need more than that. Tank platoon is all good. I'm turning off vanilla tanks because honestly, you don't need them. And yeah, some stuff. Electric boilers are yes. Swarmageddon. Yeah, corpses go away fast because there's a lot. Transport groups and turret shields. Okay, don't need to worry about that one. Aircraft realism. Things have to take off before they ignore terrain, and they take heaps of damage from anything if they don't. So yeah, strict runway requirement. You have to take off from basically concrete, or I think it might actually be reinforced concrete or asphalt. So yeah, they're going to have fun. Auto deconstruct is, yep, also marked chests because if I ever get to the point of bot mining, it's a nice thing to have. Bottleneck is bottleneck. Clockwork, I have a 4 times long day cycle. Day-night cycle, because I've got the biters only coming at night. Ghost Scanner is reasonably slow. Helicopters are helicopters. Hellmod is Hellmod. Honk is honk. LTN is LTN. I've got it turned down to just errors and warnings. Yeah. Yep. Delivery completes at requester. That means that if I have stations with sort of... Yeah, it makes the network run a little bit faster and means you don't need quite so much stacking. And it just makes more sense to me. Because it means that you can, if you have a station that only takes 1 train, as soon as the train leaves it, another train can be scheduled to get to it. With this off, the train needs to get back to the depot first. So it means that you don't need quite as much stacking on your stations. Not sure how much that's going to come up, because I've also multiplied all the train weights by 6 in an attempt to discourage me from grid basing, because yeah, grid bases make roads really hard to do, so we'll see how it goes. LTN tracker is just nice. Microwave transmission, yep. Mushroom cloud, these are all defaults. Nightfall defaults. Pavement drive assist is defaults. Here we go. Rampant, I've enabled building safety for rails and signals, and that's it. So I still need to get power everywhere, I still need train stops, I still need lamps to be defended, but signals won't be and rails won't be. And the reason for that is it means that I don't need to worry about biters eating a signal that causes 2 trains to crash into each other. Basically. Because that's just frustrating as all get out. Okay, repair mode is balanced. That means it actually takes packs. Inventory items, grid equipment, blah 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 blah. Animated visual effect. Space exploration stuff. Swarmageddon. Turret shields, uranium Geiger, so uranium makes a Geiger counter go off, which is lovely. Aircraft realism, I've got gorges turned on because they're kind of important when you need a runway. Yeah, ghost in hand, helicopters with gorges, Hellmod is all default stuff, landfill, everything is default landfill, LTN tracker is basic normal stuff, pavement drive assist is normal stuff. Basically everything else is pretty much stock standard. So yeah, I've spent about half an hour going through my mod settings because I have a lot of mods. So next video, I will have turned off repair turrets, and I'll see you then. Yeah, like I said, this is first video of a series, so if you want me to be more visible in YouTube's rankings, hit the buttons at the bottom of the video on this one. I'm probably not going to ask that again, because honestly, it doesn't really matter to me that much. But hey, if you like it and think it's all good, then hey, do it. It'll make me smile. Anyway, thanks, and see you next time. Bye.